Monday night, March 20th.
You are listening to Weather with Enthusiasm. You are listening to the Entertainment Edition.
Hello again, everybody.
Major winter storm moving across the upper Midwest.
Once again, a standing ovation.
To start off this week, will be followed by another major winter storm.
Holy cow!
To be moving across the upper Midwest for the end part of the week. This is a train of storms that just never ends. It started back in the south central parts of this country back in the end of January, but it became the Midwest quickly over in February, and we've been seeing weekly storm systems. Right now, I'm going to read to you something from AccuWeather. We have Duluth, Minnesota. It's closing in on being one of the top 5 snowiest winters on record. This is through March 19th, Duluth, Minnesota has recorded 122 inches of snow.
Whoa!
That's for this year. That makes it the 6th snowiest snow season for this season. The next storm, this upcoming storm, which is expected Tuesday through Wednesday in Duluth, Minnesota, might be 3 to 12 inches or so. That's not AccuWeather. AccuWeather says 6 to 12 inches, but we're going to talk about that in just a moment. Duluth has this next storm could raise that number above the winter of 1996 to 1997, when the city reported 128.2 inches.
Listen to the crowd.
So we're looking at if there should be more than 6.2 inches of snow for the next upcoming storm, then this would now make Duluth, Minnesota, put it into the top 5. The city's current snowpack is also remarkable, with 35 inches of snow on the ground as of March 20th. And earlier this month, Duluth's snowpack peaked at 37 inches, which is the deepest snowpack since the winter of 2004 to 2005. So that information comes from AccuWeather. Just to compare it to Chicago, for us Chicagoans, our deepest snowpack is 27 inches, which happened in the late 1970s. But we also saw a snowpack of about 26 inches, and in fact, parts of West Rogers Park saw a snowpack of 27 inches just a couple years ago in the winter of 2021, right after the 18-inch snow that affected the lakeside areas. The storm that's moving across Minnesota this week has almost a similar setup to that situation back in 2021 here in the Chicago area. The storm has 2 bullseye. One of them is the standard storm system of 6 to 12 inches, but the other one is actually going to take place in the 3 to 6 inch part of the storm. The 3 to 6 inch part of the storm is where Lake Superior lies, and there's going to be an enormous amount of lake enhancement, probably an additional 3 to 6 inches of lake enhancement, making this 6 to 12 inches. And to tell you the truth, it could even be more than 3 to 6 inches of lake enhancement. It's difficult to forecast how much is going to be lake enhancement, but you could have places that get more than a foot. We don't have so much information on that right now, but let's go ahead and speak about Minneapolis, because that's been a major city this winter. Yay! We've spoken about Minneapolis on several podcasts, and here we go. As of March 19th, Minneapolis has reported over 80 inches of snow.
Holy cow!
More than 30 inches above the historical seasonal average to date.
Oh my gosh.
This is stuff we've spoken about before, but we're already in the top 10 snowiest winters on record in Minneapolis. An additional inch of snow with this next storm would push this season into the top 7, which would beat the winter of 1961 to 1962, which reported 81.3 inches through the end of the season. So again, so far this winter, snowfall since September 1st has been 81.2 inches in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Historically, through March 20th, on normal, the average is 35.8 inches. So this is already more than double. We'll now hear about the storm's southern side and all of its heavy rain. We have a very heavy rainmaker that's expected to move across the Midwest later this week, Thursday into Friday. The European model has, in terms of barometric pressure, if we were to measure a storm's strength by the barometric pressure, it's the second storm, which would certainly be stronger than the first. The second one is a solid storm system with the barometric pressure dropping to 29.2. Or lower. That's the type of criteria needed to produce a foot of snow or more if this would be an East Coast storm. For the backside, you look at Wisconsin, you see heavy snow developing over there in portions of the upper Midwest for this upcoming weekend. But if we take a look at the storm's southern edge, we'll see phenomenal rain amounts, totally phenomenal. Some forecasters are forecasting between 4 to 8 inches of rain across the southeastern portions of Missouri, southern portions of Illinois, southern portions of Indiana, including Cincinnati, Ohio. But it ends at about Cincinnati, Ohio. And then you have areas in northwest Arkansas as well. Those are some of the places this past winter that have also, northwest Arkansas in particular, has been a place that picked up a lot of precipitation. Around that area, we have 2 to 4 inches. Chicago also could be seeing heavy rain with this system. You will now hear about the severe weather potential on the southern part of the storm. The storm systems also will be responsible for severe weather as usual on the southeast side of the storm over a large portion of Oklahoma and portions of Texas and western Arkansas as well. We have cities such as Wichita Falls and Dallas, Texas, Austin, Texas, Oklahoma City. This is for Thursday afternoon into Thursday night. Very similar to last Thursday. And, we said the weather works on 7-day cycles. So we have once again a few isolated tornadoes, hail, damaging wind gusts. We say damaging wind gusts are 58 miles per hour or higher. And there is a risk for that happening. On Friday, the risk spreads, and we have Shreveport, Louisiana back into this action again, a city which is common. It's been a common city in general, especially this year. Little Rock, Arkansas, Houston, Texas, New Orleans, Louisiana, Memphis, Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee, even Atlanta, Georgia, Montgomery, Alabama. Mobile, Alabama is pretty close to this. This is Friday and Friday night. Very similar setup to what's going to be taking place Thursday afternoon and Thursday night for places which are just a little bit further to the west. So again, a few isolated tornadoes, damaging winds is also possible. Wrigley Field, but St. Louis edition, 2001.
Here he is, the Hall of Fame voice of the St. Louis Cardinals,
Jack Buck with our seventh inning stretch.
Broadcaster Jack Buck.
Hi, folks. How you doing? How do you like the color of this jacket? Holy cow! It's the Cardinals and the Cubs. I never thought I would ever do this. Let's sing this song for the greatest rivalry in the history of baseball. The Cardinals and the Cubs. A 1, a 2, a 3. Take me out to the ball. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and crackers. I don't care if I will ever get back to that baby. Root. For the Cardinals. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes are out. And the old ball game.
Once again, let's listen to Jack Buck do his thing.
Me out to the ball. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and crackers. I don't care if I will ever get back to that baby. Root. For the Cardinals.
That was great.
You've been listening to the podcast Weather with Enthusiasm. The following is a 1-minute trailer for this podcast. Following is a winter storm watch in effect from the Omaha, Nebraska National Weather Service. Several additional feet of snow is expected by Monday morning. People were reporting frost quakes. These are earthquake-like tremors. We have a powerhouse typhoon which has developed off in the Pacific Ocean. A big shockaroo to many of you. We have parts of the world that are so hot right now. Temperatures are expected to go into the low 130s. Recorded temperatures during heat bursts have reached well above 104 degrees. It's a rare atmospheric phenomenon. We're going from one extreme to the next extreme. Feet of snow are falling in Japan.
Oh my gosh.
Just Google weather with enthusiasm and they're all gonna come up.
For thunder and for lightning and the rainbow in the sky. For mountains and for oceans or a river running by.
Listen to the crowd. Listen to the crowd.